Hello students, welcome to English class. I'm your teacher, Mr. Oza, and it's time to get to work on classwork number 11. This is your essay final draft. So here we go. So first thing I want you to do is look at your rough draft, which is of course classwork number 10. Make sure that you have that document open while you're working on classwork number 11, which is the final draft. So before you start the final draft, I want to make sure that you've made revisions based on Mr. Oza's suggestions. So when you told me that you finished your rough draft, I went into your document, or I will go into your document and make some suggestions using the Google Docs suggestions feature. All right, so you can go in and look at all of those suggestions. You can click the little check mark. It looks just like this on the right side of the page. You can click that check mark to accept the suggestion. You can also reject the suggestion, and you can make any other changes that you might need to. Just remember that if you're accepting those suggestions, I want you to actually look at what I'm suggesting and know what changes you're making before just going ahead and accepting it. All right, so once you finish that process of revision and making some changes, I want you to read your rough draft. When you think you're done with your rough draft, I want you to read it out loud to yourself. All right, it might seem a little weird just sitting there in front of your computer reading out loud to yourself, but this is a really, really valuable way to check your writing and make sure that your writing is clear. So as you're reading your rough draft to yourself, you can make little changes based on the readability of your document. So you might notice little awkward phrasings, you might notice little things that don't make sense, or little things that you can just improve on. So please make sure that you do this step. Read it out loud. I know it sounds strange, but if you get used to this, it's really going to improve your writing. All right, after doing that step, I want you to, again, stay on your rough draft document, right? We're not moving on to the final draft document yet. I want you to make some edits. Now, editing is a little bit different than revising. Revising means you're looking at the content. You're adding content, you're subtracting content, like the actual meaning of the essay, adding some sentences and adding some new ideas, and that's the idea of revising. When you're talking about editing, you're talking about the conventions of English language, the grammar, the punctuation, the spelling, the little stuff. Make sure that all of your proper nouns are capitalized, the beginning of each sentence is capitalized, that your citations are done properly. That's a really important one because you have all of these quotes. You have at least 3 quotes in your essay, so you want to make sure that those quotes are surrounded by quotation marks. You have parentheses after the quote with the source name in there and a period after the citation. So all of those little things, all of those little punctuation marks, falls under the category of editing. All right, and that's your last step before moving on to your final draft. Make sure you do some editing, and if you have any questions about the grammar, punctuation, and spelling in your document, then make sure that you ask me, and I can clarify all of those lovely rules of grammar, punctuation, and spelling. All right, now you can open, if you haven't already, your Classwork 11 Google Doc, which is the final draft of your essay. All right, now, I want you to retype your essay. So as you're looking at your rough draft, you're going to retype your essay into your final draft document. Now, I know what you're going to say. Mr. Oza, why would I do this when I can just copy and paste my rough draft into the final draft document? All right, this is going to give you, and we have plenty of time to do this assignment. We're not exactly on a very strict deadline, but this is going to give you an opportunity to improve on your typing skills. Some of us are pretty decent typers. Some of us are a little bit slower. So retyping your essay is going to give you the opportunity to practice your typing skills and have a little bit of fun with it. You can try to type quickly if you want to. You can try to type without looking at the keyboard, all right? Because you already have the content from your rough draft that you're looking at, right? So you can look at your rough draft and try to retype it all into your final draft document, and it's going to be really great typing practice. And trust me when I say one of the most important skills that you can have is quick typing skills. Also, another reason to retype your essay is you have the opportunity to revise as you write. So remember how you read your rough draft out loud to yourself? This is kind of doing that again, except you're just kind of reading it in your mind to yourself. So this is another great opportunity to revise while you're writing. Make any little necessary changes to the work that you have done. And then finally, once you've done that step of the process and you have your final draft all typed up and ready to go, I'll take one last look at it, and I want you to share your final product with someone else besides me. I want you to share your writing with either a family member, a friend, even your pet or another teacher. Like, the whole point of writing is to share it with someone. Yes, we have personal documents that are private and we don't want to share. I understand that, but this is an academic essay, and so it's a great opportunity to share your writing with someone else, share your opinions, and it feels good when you get some good feedback from somebody else whose opinion you value. So make sure that you share your document with somebody else. I want to thank you, as always, for watching this video. Thank you for going through this essay writing process with me. You guys have done a really great job so far. I really enjoy reading about your opinions and reading your drafts. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see y'all later.